Welcome to Ease English Podcast.
where you learn with fun. Hey listeners, welcome to Ease English Podcast, where you learn English with real conversation. I am your host, Anna, and I am holding a coffee cup that cost me way too much money just because it has a fancy logo.
And I am Jimmy. I am holding a mug I got for free at a bank in 2012. It holds coffee exactly the same way.
It really does, but my cup looks so much better on Instagram, Jimmy. Come on.
This episode is B1, B2 level. Sit back, relax, and just let the English flow over you.
Okay, so today we are talking about exactly this. We are diving deep into the show-off culture, flex culture, the absolute need to make sure everyone else knows how amazing, rich, and perfect our lives are, even if it is a complete lie.
It is the modern epidemic. People spending money they do not have, to buy things they do not need, to impress people they don't even like.
Yes, exactly that. Where did this come from? I feel like 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, you just lived your life. You went on vacation, you took some photos for your own photo album, and you came home. Now, if you do not post a picture of your hot dog legs by the pool, did you even go on vacation?
You did, but you did not get the validation. That's the key word here, Anna. Validation. The external approval from strangers on the internet. It's an addiction to the little red notification hearts.
Validation. Wow. Okay, yes. It's like we can't just be happy for ourselves anymore. We need other people to be jealous of us so we can feel good about ourselves. That's incredibly sad, Jimmy.
It's the human condition amplified by screens. We've always had status symbols. 100 years ago, it was owning a horse or having a really big hat.
A big hat. Okay, true. But now it's out of control. I have a friend, let's call her Sarah. Sarah rented a luxury car, a massive, loud, insanely expensive sports car. She rented it for 2 hours just to drive it to a parking lot, take 50 photos in different outfits, and slowly post them over the next 3 months.
So she created a facade, a fake reality.
A total facade. She eats instant noodles for dinner every night to afford the rent on her tiny apartment, but online, she's a millionaire CEO driving a supercar. Why do we do this?
Because the barrier to entry for looking rich is very low now. You can rent the car, you can buy the fake designer bag, you can use a filter. The show-off culture thrives on the illusion of success.
Wait, let me ask the listeners right now. Hey listeners, have you ever bought something, a piece of clothing, a gadget, a coffee, just to show it off? Be honest, we've all done it. Tell us your story in the comments below. I promise we won't judge you. Much.
I will judge you a little bit, but leave the comment anyway.
Jimmy, stop. Okay, but seriously, let's talk about the subtle version of this, the humble brag. Have you heard this word, listeners? Humble brag. Jimmy, how would you describe a humble brag?
A humble brag is when someone complains about something, but the complaint is actually a secret way to show off.
Oh my goodness, yes. Like, oh, my life is so hard right now. My diamond ring is so heavy, my finger actually hurts. Or, I'm so exhausted from flying first class all the way to Dubai. The champagne gave me a headache.
Exactly. They want you to notice the diamond or the first class ticket. The complaint is just the delivery system for the boast. It's very annoying.
It's the worst. I would honestly prefer someone just to say, look at my huge ring, I'm rich. At least that's honest. At least that's authentic.
Authenticity is expensive in the show-off culture because it requires being comfortable with being normal. And normal doesn't go viral. Normal doesn't get the likes.
That's a really profound point. Normal doesn't get likes, so everyone is trying to be extraordinary. But if everyone is trying to be extraordinary, then nobody is. It just becomes a giant competition of who can scream the loudest.
There is a counter-movement, though. Have you noticed? The truly wealthy people, the ones with real generational money, they don't wear clothes with giant logos across the chest.
Really? But I see influencers dripping in logos. Gucci on the belt, Prada on the shoes, Louis Vuitton on the bag.
Those are usually people trying to look rich. Real wealth often practices what we call quiet luxury. They wear a simple black t-shirt, but the t-shirt costs $800. Only other rich people know what it is. They don't need to show off to the general public.
$800 for a plain black t-shirt? Jimmy, no, 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 no. That's a different kind of crazy.
It is, but it proves that the loud show-off culture is mostly for people who are insecure about their status. When you're truly secure, you don't need to shout. Silence is confident.
Silence is confident. Look at you dropping wisdom today. Okay, but how do we escape this as normal people learning English, navigating the world, scrolling through social media? How do we stop caring about the show-off culture?
You curate your feed. Stop following people who make you feel poor. Stop following the rented cars and the fake vacations. Follow people who teach you things. Follow people who make you laugh.
Like us, follow E's English podcast.
Yeah, smooth transition, Anna.
I try. But truly, life is so much lighter when you drop the heavy performance. Let your coffee just be coffee. Let your vacation just be a vacation. Take a picture of a really ugly bug you found on the street instead of your expensive shoes. It's liberating.
A bug. Yes, very inspiring.
Okay, before Jimmy completely loses faith in my advice, it's time for our word spotlight. We used some fantastic vocabulary today to talk about this culture. Let's break it down.
Word number 1, facade. A deceptive outward appearance, a fake front.
His entire Instagram life was a facade. He actually lived in his mother's basement.
Word number 2, validation. Recognition or affirmation that a person or their feelings are valid or worthwhile.
She posted the selfie purely for validation, hoping her ex-boyfriend would see it and regret everything.
Jimmy, word number 3, authentic. Genuine, real, not copied or fake.
I love her channel because she's so authentic. She even shows us when she burns her dinner.
Word number 4, humblebrag. To make a seemingly modest or critical statement that is meant to draw attention to one's admirable qualities or achievements.
Saying you're exhausted from carrying too many shopping bags in Paris is the ultimate humble brag.
Word number 5, ostentatious. Characterized by vulgar or pretentious display, designed to impress or attract notice.
That solid gold watch is incredibly ostentatious for a casual Tuesday morning meeting.
Word number 6, status symbol. A possession that is taken to indicate a person's wealth or high social or professional status.
In the 1990s, a giant mobile phone was a massive status symbol. All right, everyone, that's our time for today. We hope you enjoyed diving into the crazy world of flex culture with us.
If this episode helped your English today, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We drop new episodes every week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next.
Keep your English sharp and keep showing up.